What's poppin', y'all? It's Lou Too Sick. This is RingWarriors TV, and this is what we're going to be talking about.
Stand your base. The space is your space, yeah? And meet them, whatever they throw.
Conor McGregor turns into Cocaine McGregor, live for the world to see. Our boy Money Moicano puts on a show at UFC Fight Night Paris. And did we see the fight of the year come out of women's boxing? What's poppin', y'all? It's your boy Lou Too Sick, back in the lab, back with it with another installment of RingWarriors TV. This is the third installment of our weekly little podcast, vlogcast thing where we cover the weekend behind us in combat sports, whether it be boxing, MMA, or professional wrestling. All right, real quick, if you haven't, like the video, subscribe, because we'll be coming to you every Monday with all of the content. All right. Just part of the things that we are bringing to the channel to talk about the things we love the most, and that is violence. So first, let's get into it. Let's get into the fights that took place this weekend. First with the UFC. They went to Paris, UFC Fight Night Paris. The main event being Renato Moicano versus Benoît Saint Denis. Saint Denis is the super soldier, former French soldier, coming off a loss to Dustin Poirier. Came into this fight looking lean, looking dangerous. He fights Money Moicano. Renato Moicano, the Brazilian, coming off 4 straight victories in the lightweight division. Beating dudes like Jalen Turner, Drew Dober, Brad Riddle. Of course, that's after losses to Rafael Dos Anjos, Jose Aldo. So Money Moicano comes into this fight with a little bit of on a little bit of a tear, and hey, he continued it. We'll only talk about the main event, but Money Moicano from the jump was on top of Saint Denis, took him down and hurt him in round 1 with some bad ground and pound. Yeah, Saint Denis was really wearing the damage on his face, really swelling. And then round 2, it'll be a quick little recap. In round 2, Moicano continues piecing up Saint Denis. Eventually, blood's leaking. His eyes swell up. Both eyes looked like they swelled up, but the doctor was really concerned about his right eye. The round ends. Both rounds are dominant for Moicano. And the doctor eventually comes in, stops the fight. Second straight loss for Saint Denis after losing to Poirier, and right now his career is at a crossroads. He needs to figure it out. For Moicano, my man is only going up. He continues. The momentum is crazy right now. And right now, the energy behind his name is starting to buzz. I mean, Moicano is a figure who is a pretty funny, a pretty interesting guy. He has funny post-fight interviews. You remember when he was asking Rogan to come on his podcast? Well, after beating Saint Denis, he said he needs an easy fight. And he decided to call out Paddy Pimblett and the killer, Dan Hooker. How y'all think that would go? I would love to see Moicano versus Dan Hooker. That's just violence on violence. Bloodshed. 2 beasts going at it. Would also love to see Moicano versus Paddy Pimblett. Both of those guys are characters. The promotion for that fight, the little interviews talking trash to each other would be amazing. And hey, an easy fight, quote unquote, with Paddy Pimblett or Dan Hooker could be something that the fans want over a bigger name. All right, y'all let me know in the comments what you guys think is next for Saint Denis. 2 fights in a row, it's not looking good, but a smaller name, not as a main event, but a prelim somewhere, could be what he needs to get his stuff back on track. Now, in the world of boxing, I told you about a possible fight of the year candidate. And that came out of New York City, Madison Square Garden. Mikaela Mayer versus Sandy Ryan. Both those fighters competing for the WBO welterweight belt. Both those fighters, they don't like each other. Have some drama with each other because of apparent trainers. I think Mikaela Mayer took Sandy Ryan's trainer. So, the beef before this match was real, and it got even realer before they even got to the ring.
You gotta have Cam. He walked out the hotel to go to the arena, and someone threw a can of paint at Sandy Ryan. Literally ran out the hotel. Must have been, I don't know, I guess a team member from the other side threw a can of paint. All here, she had to go and get changed. Not a good start.
Well, you just watched with some scary moments before Mayer and Sandy Ryan fought on Saturday night. What happened was Sandy Ryan, while leaving the hotel on her way to the arena, somebody ambushed her, threw a can of red paint on her, left her covered, left her visibly shaken. Definitely something that you do not want to see, especially for a championship fight. She was definitely rattled going in. Now, Mikaela Mayer says she has no knowledge of who did this. There are rumors online that Mayer's team is responsible, but those are just rumors at this point. I'm pretty sure police are going to be investigating. This is a high profile case because it's a champion being attacked before a championship fight. I don't think the New York Police Department would want that on their record, want that little blemish. So I would think we would find out soon who's responsible for that. But talking about the fight, when the bell actually rang, these two ladies went to absolute war. Sandy Ryan came forward first few rounds and looked like she was going to take over. In the first, it was a 10-round fight. In the first 5 rounds, I had her up 4-1. And she was just moving forward, throwing punches in bunches, showing absolute volume. But Mikaela Mayer was not breaking. She was bending, but she was staying strong, coming back, landing her shots. And as the fight continued into the later rounds, it looked like Sandy Ryan was the one slowing up. Heading into the 10th round, I had it basically tied. I had whoever won that 10th round wins the fight. And in my opinion, Sandy Ryan won that 10th round. I thought she was the winner coming out of the fight. But when we hit the judges' scorecards, what do we get? Mikaela Mayer getting decision. Of course, it is New York, her being the American. Might be a little biased there, but you cannot say it was a robbery. I mean, the fight stats showed it. It was a crazy close fight. Mayer outlanded her 186 to 185. So a 1 point difference on the stat box. You cannot have a problem with the decision making by the judges there. I would love to see a rematch, especially with everything that happened before the fight at the hotel lobby. After the fight, Ryan released a statement saying she regrets not canceling because everything that was on her mind heading into the ring. So one would have to think or expect things would be different with a clear-headed Sandy Ryan in a second fight. Y'all let me know what you guys think. Hit the comments. Did you guys watch? What did you guys think? It was an absolute war. These two fighters, these two freaking warriors went toe-to-toe. I mean, and you thought they would get tired? No. Just blows for blows, blows for blows. Mikaela Mayer was the bull. Sandy Ryan was the bull. Mikaela Mayer was the matador, just trying to weather that storm the whole fight. Boxed beautifully. And finally, our boy, the Notorious, Conor McGregor. Well, let's just say my man put on an absolute show.
Stand your base. The space is your space, yeah? And meet them. Whatever they throw. Hey, hold that, yo. How much money you win betting against Joshua? Didn't bet in it. Didn't bet in the Joshua Dubois fight. I thought Dubois, and I was correct, he was very relaxed. Sometimes you get fed up, yeah? You might get a bit tired or something. Joshua was almost, I felt at that stage. Make no mistake, but I think what should happen next between Joshua and Dubois is a rematch, yeah? And stand the ground. Don't even go forward. Don't even go back. Stand your ground and meet. Sponsored by Forge Harvest Stout.
Yo, that shit is crazy, bro. That shit is crazy, man. What you guys just saw was Conor McGregor. Hey, he was participating on a live stream sponsored by some app called Dual Bits. My man appeared drunk and high the whole time. He was taking questions. He was answering fan questions. And it looks really bad, man. He was going at Ilia Topuria. He was going at Michael Chandler. And it just, it looked like another chapter in the downfall of Conor McGregor. Basically since the Mayweather fight. I mean, McGregor was slurring his words. He was calling Ilia Topuria.
How do you think you would beat Ilia Topuria?
You know, he wasn't making any sense. It went off the rails completely. And yeah, this is for the whole world to see, man. Ben Askren was commenting. His comment came out calling McGregor an addict. So it just adds to the speculation around McGregor if he will ever fight in the UFC again. I mean, we all hoped that he would fight Michael Chandler. Over a year we waited for that, and it turns out that's not happening. We hear about injuries. We see an enlarged McGregor, someone that seems to be not in the fight shape. So yeah, it's raising a lot of questions about not only his physical health, his mental health. My man looks like he's spiraling. And he needs a fight. He needs a fight soon, and maybe that will be the thing that gets him back right. Sometimes fighters need that to stay on the straight and narrow. With Chandler already being mashed up, who could it possibly be? He was calling out Topuria. Lord knows he cannot make that weight right now. Not with the lifestyle he's living. I mean, I think the best thing for Dana White to do moving forward is probably to call a Jorge Masvidal, call a Nate Diaz, a Nick Diaz, and maybe run that match with McGregor. All guys that have not been too active in the fight game. But all three of them pack names and will produce pay-per-view buys. There'll be great promotional runs with McGregor. But at this point, something needs to be done because my man was going absolutely crazy. Entertaining, yes. Just very, very scary. If you want to be for real about it, man. You guys let me know what you guys think. Hit the comments, like, subscribe. We'll be doing this every week. Like I said, the production quality will get better and better every week. We're just learning. We're trying to do new things and bring you new content just so we can talk about the thing we love the most, and that is violence. All right, like, subscribe, comment. It's your boy Luke Too Sick. This was Ring Warriors TV. Remember, always keep those hands up, baby.
Every time I wake up, shit feel the same. Got a million thoughts and they weighing on my brain. Sipping on my favorite liquor just to ease the pain. Cause I feel like I'm crazy and desperate need to change. Making plans to move and talking state to state. Talking pounds of haze, medical high grade. Look how my eyes stay, what more can I say? How dare a nigga tell me that this rap won't work?